evening, everybody. Matt Geary here for Geek Pride's Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, The Legend of Our Sacrifice. With me tonight, we have the usual suspects. We have Conrad as Arno Jerkel.
Cheers.
Cheers. What are you drinking there? Is it apple juice?
No, it's a Brewdog.
Oh, okay.
Tangerine Session IPA.
We got Michael as Tharavel Eldon.
Good evening.
We don't have any Wes tonight, but we do have Lecky as Bartholomew Pringle.
Hello.
We have Mark as Lance.
Hello.
And we have Danny as Galandra Rivenstar.
Hi.
Sporting Galandra hair as
like
well. Sporting Galandra hair as well. Yeah. I expect full makeup next week, by the way, Danny. The full Galandra. The full Galandra.
It's coming.
Right, okay. So, we've missed a couple of weeks because of people being off and other bits and bobs and stuff like that. So, a little recap of what's been happening. The party followed their guides, made their way to a clearing where they saw a little homestead. Upon in the homestead, they thought they saw some beasties. Arno decided to chuck a fireball at said beasties. Galandra tried to attack them as well. Who else was with you, by the way? Lance realized that this wasn't who they were who they thought it was. It was in fact Ntunda Yuluni, who was an old ally who sort of harkens back to the first days of the campaign, and they realized very quickly that they are sort of being manipulated by the Veil Walkers. So they've dealt well. The Veil Walkers have escaped. They've soon realized that this whole thing was a mirage, and that the house that they set fire to was in fact filled with children, and had to sort of try and save them. In his sort of, I guess, shame, Arno has sort of thrown himself into his vessel. He is then seeing that within this vessel was this sort of there was another sort of vessel within it, within a room. He could hear sort of what sounded like Kivi's voice screaming from it. He's touched it, and then he succumbed to the whatever power it held. He's tried to then sort of escape from the group to do whatever the power's bidding was, and has quickly been restrained and smacked upside the head. So he understands that it's all a ruse. Somebody currently has his ring. I'm not sure who currently holds his ring.
Tharavel has it and didn't message back on the Discord. When I kept asking for it.
Yes. Okay.
I've literally only caught up in the Discord today. I don't know. Even then, I just sort of scanned through it. So.
Okay. So what I'll do is I did because for those who are watching and don't know, we do have a Discord which we do downtime stuff on. But I will read out what's been on there. So Tharavel has got the ring. Arno's asked for it back. Valashil's sort of taken himself off to sort of search through his bag, because he's pretty sure that the Veil Walkers and the Dream Walkers are similar beings, and obviously his former girlfriend, now deceased, was a Dreamwalker. So Valshil takes himself off to the side of the outhouse, sits and begins to rummage through a bag. He finds a diary of his late beloved Augury and begins to leaf through it. There's much in here about their meeting, many things she never shared with him, worries, thoughts, her time with Tharavel. you know about it, but it still hurts. More so because you know it hurt him more than anything else, but you don't really talk about it. You carry on reading and come to a section at the back that seems to be the start of a history she was writing about her people, the Dreamwalkers. The Dreamwalkers trace their origins back to the time when ancient civilizations first began to explore the mysteries of dreams and subconscious mind. And I just realised I haven't put any music on. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Let's do that. So the Dreamwalkers trace their origins back to the time when ancient civilizations first began to explore the mysteries of dreams and subconscious minds. They were originally a group of enlightened scholars and mystics who sought to understand the connection between the dream world and that of the waking world. As they delved deeper into their studies, they discovered that certain individuals possessed the innate ability to enter and navigate the dream world with an unparalleled skill. These gifted individuals became known as Dreamwalkers, and they were seen as guardians of the dreamscape. The Dreamwalkers believed that dreams were valuable insights, knowledge, and healing potential. They dedicated themselves to ensure that the realm of dreams remained a source of inspiration, guidance, and inner growth for the sentient beings. Their primary mission was to maintain the equilibrium between the waking world and the dream world. They were revered for their ability to enter the dreams of others, offer guidance, healing, resolution to deep-seated issues. They provided solace to those plagued by nightmares, helped individuals confront their fears, and assist in the resolution of inner conflicts. But one of the most remarkable aspects of the Dreamwalkers was their innate gift for empathy. They had the unique ability to truly understand the emotions and experiences of others, enabling them to offer unparalleled support and counselling. The gift allowed them to foster deep connections with those they helped. Val thinks on this for a moment and your connection with Augury, and it doesn't sadden you. Indeed, you smile as it fills your heart. You carry on reading and come to a section about the Veilwalker Schism. As the Dreamwalkers continue to explore the boundaries of dreams and reality, a faction emerges within their ranks that was drawn by the darker aspects of their powers. This faction believed that manipulation of emotions and memories could be used to achieve personal power and influence. This marked the beginning of the schism that led to the creation of the Veilwalkers. At the heart of the schism was a charismatic and power-hungry figure known as Malachar. The Dreamwalker Malachar was a brilliant Dreamwalker who possessed unparalleled abilities to manipulate dreams, emotions, and memories. He believed that these powers could be used not only for healing and enlightenment, but also for personal gain and control. Malachar's charisma and persuasive abilities drew a growing number of followers within the Dreamwalkers' ranks. He argued that if they mastered the manipulation of emotions and memories, they could achieve unparalleled influence over individuals and societies, molding them according to their own desires. Central to Malachar's vision was the acquisition of an ancient and mysterious artifact known as the Veil of Whispers. This artifact was said to be a fragment of the dreamscape itself and possessed the power to amplify the Dreamwalker's abilities to manipulate reality. Its allure was irresistible to those who sought greater power. As Malachar's faction grew in numbers and influence, tension with the Dreamwalkers reached a breaking point. The original members committed to their mission of healing enlightenment saw the danger in embracing such dark ambitions. They condemned Malachar's path and sought to prevent the acquisition of the Veil of Whispers. Malachar and the followers used their Dreamwalkers' talents to infiltrate the Sanctum's defenses, appearing as trusted members of the organization. There was a series of dream manipulation techniques and psychological manipulation that convinced some loyal Dreamwalkers to assist them in accessing the chamber. Once inside, they employed their powers to distort the perceptions of those guarding the Veil of Whispers. Those loyalists believed that they were protecting the artifact, were in reality assisting on its theft. With the Veil of Whispers in the possession of Malachar's faction, declared themselves the Veilwalkers, embracing the dark potential of their powers. They broke away from the Dreamwalkers and embarked on their own quest to use the Veil's power to reshape reality to their own desires. The Veilwalkers now under the leadership under this new leadership the Whispering Sage, under the new leadership of the Whispering Sage, formerly Malachar, began to revere the Veil of Whispers as a deity of its known night, naming it the Whispering Veil. They believe this artifact not just to be a fragment of the dreamscape, but to be a sentient entity capable of granting them godlike powers. They now look to infest lands and other planes of existence to feed the dreams of emotions, those being that reside there, and to provide greater power and eventual ascension for the Whispering Veil. So he reads this and then sort of comes over to you quite troubled and sort of relays this information to yourselves about the Veil Walkers. Everybody's okay.
It's a lot of information in one go.
Party vomits with the sheer weight of the knowledge.
Yeah. So you're now aware of what you deal with. Intunda sort of looks very sort of nods at it and with understanding, and just warns you again to be very careful, to trust nothing, and even with this new potion, because you sort of achieved, you created a sort of potion that will help you. It will give you advantage towards being charmed yourself in most instances, but it won't help you sort of see the it won't let you see if they are if the person's real or not. So you have to be very careful with that. She insists that you have to find the Whispering Sage. He will then and interrogate him to find where the Veil of Whispers is. You then will need to return that to the Dreamwalkers and purge it of whatever darkness sort of infests it.
Fine. Find the big boss, beat him up, learn what we need to know, run off with the Hujima flick, and make it better.
Yep. Your audio, by the way, is echoing. I'm not sure if your microphone's off or not.
I'm having to use the audio from the camera because the microphone on my headset's a bit tough.
Okay, cool. No problems.
So you couldn't hear me. You may have seen my lip flipping earlier on.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. So she can't come with you. She bids you farewell. And says again to be careful. That all is not what it seems. And good luck, and she will see you, and she says, I will see you in this life or the next.
Galandra gives her a nod and apologizes for the lightning strike spell.
She smiles, nods her head, then gets one of the children sort of playing around her legs and sort of ushers them off into the houses in the top left of the map.
I think it's fair to say that we cannot trust anybody outside of the 6 of us. 7, 6.
I was worried that we can trust people within the 6.
There's 5 of you.
Okay, 5.
Okay.
Oh, there's not. There is 6 of you. Sorry, there is 6 of you. My bad. There is 6 of you. No.
Did you forget someone?
Yeah, I forgot because Val's not around. So I was just like, where's Lisa? Oh, there is 6 of you. Yeah. Okay, so Arno, are you going to partake of anything that you were party to within your vessel, or are you just going to leave that stum?
Well, it depends. Like whether when I snapped out of it, whether I would have remembered that something had affected me. I think last time we were sort of on the basis that I wouldn't have known really anything was up until.
Okay, roll me a
Was it a spell? Or was it because of the food? I forgot if it was a potion.
I touched the bowl that was with some dark liquid in that was calling out to me, and then I was overcome by this condition.
So if it was a result of a spell, you're usually aware. Whereas if it was like a potion, probably you've been slipped it.
Roll me a history check. I'll see if you sort of remember anything or not.
Nat 20. Here we go, boys.
There you go. Yeah, you remember you remember the whole thing in great detail.
He remembers everything.
Then I would share with the group after seeing everything that has gone on and these illusions, and I've sort of snapped out of things a little bit. So he would say, did something come over me again? I have memories of something was calling out to me. Something was not right in there.
It's getting very difficult to figure out what's right and what's wrong with you at the moment, my friend. You're definitely being affected by a number of issues of late. And those are just the ones that we know about.
Ntunda looks at you and says, "You of all, my friend, must be extra specially careful, as it seems to affect you more than the others."
But that is my safe haven. Nothing is supposed to penetrate this space. Nothing. I was promised.
Somebody made a promise they couldn't keep.
Or maybe this magic is stronger than anyone originally thought.
We must find a way to contact Kivi, the real Kivi.
It is possible that it can only it's affecting you because she's been compromised. You realise that, don't you?
They're not aware who Kivi is, by the way. They just sort of know you've talked about her and what's going on.
I think in the last session we did sort of open up.
We had
They do know an expo dome, isn't there?
Oh yes, yeah, you did.
I identified the ring.
Yeah, after I came out of the ring, like we had a bit of a session there, and I opened up a bit on that.
Oh, yeah, because you came out of the ring and the ring was tied to my backpack, so you came out on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they are aware that you have a vessel. You are aware that you are more than you seem to be, and you're a warlock and not just a bard, and that you have a patron, effectively, that is called Kivi. Is it Kivi or Kiri? Kivi?
Kivi.
Yeah,
Kivi.
Kivi.
You've been saying it right today, and I was like, oh, look at Matt.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kivi. Kivi.
How do you usually contact Kivi?
She's always somewhat present. She doesn't always respond, but normally when I'm in my safe haven, as it were, that she always finds me in there.
Well, if it seems to have been penetrated, it may be not wise to enter it until we figure out exactly how to stop it.
I cannot return for some time anyway. There are drawbacks to my situation as well as benefits.
Is that always the way of these things?
I have not met another who also shares a relationship as I do with Kivi. She has always said I have been the only one.
But is Kivi unique?
She is.
He is, or she's you've just never asked that question.
Arno ponders silently for a bit.
Can Barty seek counsel with these guys and just ask about dispel magic? Because I could dispel magic for like 120-foot range. Is that going to have any effect in this village, or is it so sort of overbearing that?
I think for the sake of the story, it's not going to have any major effect. I think it might sort of flicker some reality now and again, but it's not going to sort of completely help the situation.
Careful.
Yeah.
So, do we know in which direction we need to press on?
Yeah, well, I think the Intunda sort of says you need to go back to the village, but be aware it may not be as it seemed before.
I think we guessed that it was going to be a little bit different just from some of the things we learned.
Well,
We were lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. In which case, I guess we need to start off by striking out and seeing what we can find out.
And definitely sticking together, I think.
Oh, yes. That would definitely go without saying, I suspect.
Okay, so are you all heading back to town?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody?
Minimal engagement with like people who might try and talk to us, or people that we think that we know, i.e., like Gregor and people that we know from back home.
What was the name of the potion dude? Was it Brian?
Brian, yeah. Brian!
I think I just shouted Brian when Matt was like, "Oh, you should have a name," and I was like, "Brian." So then it's called Brian.
Brian.
That Brian was a weird fish. He's definitely one of them. If we wanted to start somewhere, we could maybe shake him down.
But better than having no start.
Okay.
We can definitely look.
I'm assuming everything's the same.
I wonder if he's still there, if he's gone.
Okay.
Right,
Are you
Huzzah!
so you're all going back to town? Is there anybody else want to do anything before they leave? We can say you've all had a good rest.
Ooh. Can I roll my luck dice? Listen. I think it's okay.
So can I have a short rest?
Yes,
Excellent.
you can have a short rest, yeah.
Is it a short rest?
Yes, a short rest, yeah.
I don't think so when we woke up after the last long rest, I don't think I rolled my
Your luck dice? Yeah, that's fine. You
my
fire
luck
away.
dice.
Yeah.
Able to do that now?
Yeah, fire away.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you very much. So we're 5. Crap. 19. There we go.
What does 19 give you then?
So, any creature that rolls an attack roll and ability check, I can swap out their result with any of my 2 results. So I'm going to save the 5 for an enemy, and then the 19 for one of us.
Nice. Nice. Okay, Tharavel, are you keeping a hold of the ring, or are you giving it back to?
He'll give it back to Arno.
Got your ring.
Just Tunda sort of kind of grabs his wrist before you give it back. She looks at you quite seriously and says, "Be very careful, going into your special place, because we don't want we don't want this happening again."
I will not return there while we are in this place.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do it in public either.
That's how rumors start.
Arno puts the ring back in his pockets.
My pockets is okay. Cool. Right. She bids you farewell. Walks off, and you start making your way through the forest back to the town. Do you all want to roll me? So if you're being stealthy, if you're trying to not be seen on your way back, then roll me some stealth rolls.
I'm not gonna do well. Me and Val are not gonna do
11 in stealth. What's going on?
What the hell?
Oh no! Have you got heavy armor, Lance?
Yeah, because I took the adamantine armor, didn't I?
Oh, awesome. So you got a nat 1. You are the loudest man in that forest, okay?
Okay.
The only thing is, it shouldn't be loud because it's merged onto me.
Okay.
Remember,
So nobody...
because of,
Oh, God's
the armor
sake.
merged.
So yeah, so even your
Somebody-
most
somebody
stealthy
roll
member
for
of the party isn't overly stealthy. The former ranger is now clattering around, breaking branches and stuff. The two
Oh,
Well,
no,
he's still stealthy. He's still stealthy until somebody tries to perceive him.
yeah.
Arno's actually
Everybody's
Somebody roll for Val. Arno's just invisible.
Okay.
Arno's just like blends in with the background. Are you rolling for Val just for absolute?
No,
giggles?
with the one, I'm just gonna, it's as a part, it's because you're sticking together. Because you're sticking together. If I get the impression that if they hear and see one person, they're gonna see y'all. So
Well, there's nothing under my armor, so it's only my armor. There's nothing else underneath. So.
Are you, is it a group? Is it individual stealth or is it a group stealth roll? I think we probably still fail a groups one. Don't we?
We're still failing. I'm wondering if it's worth giving Mark the 19, but we've still got a 5, then dragging it down.
But I got 25, so if it's group stealth, we'll still average out around 13, 14, won't we?
yeah. So
Yeah.
if we roll, I don't know, we can roll Vals to sort of
high.
we can roll Vals to even out and then average it out if you want.
Come on. He wants to roll a 20. He's gonna
Does
crit
anybody?
this.
Oh, man, I've got to get Val's sheet up wherever he is. Oh, he's here. But
Val rolls really well when he's not here.
Yeah.
True, so
We've
true.
already
Although
come to this conclusion.
he's never ever been stealthy, so this will be a miracle.
that is
I've got his sheet up.
okay.
He's not
Yeah,
waiting
just
for me.
roll me his for me, will you?
Dun, dun, dun.
Stealth 15. Oh, he's
Not bad.
he's got no. It's not. He gets 4 because he's got plate armor on, so he's on a 4. Heavy armor. So that is. So we've got what 16, 20, 25.
So we're not like clattering
50,
through, but we're not exactly like quite.
50, 51, 62 divided by. So
6.
52 divided by 6. What's that? Well, that's where's my
100.
calculator. 52 divided by 6 equals. You've got an average of 8.6.
Yeah. Say 8.
So you've got an average party stealth of 8.6 currently at this moment in time. So yeah, all right. So you make your way
I
back.
pulled out his wand.
You go through the forest, and it is as you've sort of expected it before. It's quiet. There's birds singing. There's nothing sort of untoward happening. You do hear. Actually, give me some perception checks.
Nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. You do hear. You do hear voices in the brush coming from different directions around you, but they are sort of fading voices, as if they're sort of kind of leaving the area.
What kind of voices? Are they definitely voices that are there, or are they those sort of voices that are calling to us?
You're hearing those sort of similar-ish calling voices.
Does everyone hear that? It sounds like they're trying to beckon us that way. It could be a trap.
It's almost definitely a trap, let's be honest here.
I feel like let's just not respond to anything other than where we know we are going.
Hmm. I think at the moment it's too risky to let them play games with us again. I think they've had enough. We've had enough of them.
Especially if
Playing
you
as
heard,
such.
or you've heard voices before calling and the outcome wasn't the best.
Are the voices in common? What, or is it just like sort of unintelligible?
You sort of understand that they're sort of they're familiar voices. They're asking you to go in different directions depending on who's hearing them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If we continue, someone needs to watch our back.
Well, I would argue that we should never stray too far from each other.
Should we lash ourselves with rope and
That may be an idea.
form a conga?
It's a funny
Our
idea.
reception.
I always enjoyed that at parties when I was young.
It's not an awful idea when our perceptions are have proven to be quite malleable of late. So possibly that is something more than just a joke. Would you not agree?
It seems like a very sensible suggestion, definitely. One of the better ones. And I'll whip some.
What about some rope?
out of my
Okay.
backpack.
So
Yeah,
you
coil of rope.
get some rope and you sort of gradually tie it to each other, making sure nobody can sort of kind of wander off. You make Arno's extra specially tight just to make sure he doesn't bugger off. And you carry on your way. Okay, give me give me a wisdom save. You can all have advantage on it. So Mark got 19. Tharval's got 20.
Great.
Galandra's a 15. Bartholomew's a 23. Is that for... Whose is that wisdom save?
Ooh.
Whose is what?
This is 16.
I know.
This is 16 and a 2.
Yeah,
that's-
this has come through
me.
it.
Yeah, so you got
that's me.
16, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're and we need to do one for Valashul as well. Can you do me a wisdom for Valashul?
Yeah.
-5.
Oh, I don't have his token on this map.
Okay, Birth Woman, I'll
Just stick him on
It's
there.
just like Arno's just floating off in the trees.
Oh, you found him.
I'm just gonna roll him 2
Yank on
D20.
the rope!
D20. I
Yank
can,
on the rope!
and then add some modifiers on there. Oh, so even with modifiers, he's super failing. Okay. So Galandra and Valashul. Galandra, you as you're sort of as they're walking along, you start to hear Gregor sort of screaming, it's yelling for help off in the distance. It sounds like he's being attacked. It sounds like you're as much as you're aware that what's going on, but you're nearly sure, like your brain's telling you that this is Gregor. This isn't a trick. This is definitely something that's going on. Valashul supports you on this and says this is definitely Gregor screaming. We need to go and save him. Valashul goes to sort of take out his sword to cut the rope.
I grip his hand to stop him from drawing his sword.
Barty will
Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Barty will whip out his wand of etherealness and tap the sword. Now, let's not be hasty.
What does that do?
It makes it ethereal for a little bit of time. It's the novelty that I'm going to absolutely abuse. That we picked up in the last town we were in after the tavern debacle. We went to the.
Oh
gift
right,
shop.
yeah. What did I say it does?
It's not. It makes stuff ethereal.
I got that by the name.
Yeah, but
Do that again.
so say that again. So
It was actually something I read out, wasn't it, Birth Woman? I think I've got it somewhere.
Yeah,
So
you
is it a legit wand in the DM guide? Because I'll just
No,
bring it
you
up.
put it into like a bot thing,
It
and
did.
it just generated.
Oh,
like,
was it?
random
Is it?
shit.
Is it in the?
Same as that screaming rock. You threw the rock and it screams at you. When you throw it.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
I think Tharabol's got that.
Screaming Rock.
Yeah, the Screaming Rock, yeah.
So it's up to you really. Like
Okay, yeah, I could say it's sort of it can do it to small objects. Did I put it in the loot? The Earth Woman. I'm just checking if I put it in here. No, I didn't put it in the
I
loot
think
one.
put it in like the WhatsApp chat or something like that, and I think we all just kind of like said each person that wanted it. So
I did
I
put
don't
it.
think
I
I
did
would
put it
actually-
somewhere, didn't I? I'm sure because I'm sure I copied it or something. But Earth Woman, I wonder
In
if.
RP Loot Chat.
I remember you read them out.
One minute, let me just check. Did I?
if you want to like roll like a D10 and let that be how many minutes acts for or whatever.
Yeah, at the minute, I'll tell you what. You can do it within reason.
Because the actual spell is 7th level, so it's like.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll do. You can do it within reason. Him sort of doing it with his sword when you're close by. I don't think it's sort of overly doing anything. If you're sort of doing it to walk through walls and doors, then maybe it'll be something slightly.
No. It was mainly for mischief and taverns. But it seems like a
That's
good.
for later on. That whole
Okay, cool. That's fine. We'll just leave it as it is, and then we'll. Okay. Okay, so he chops through, he goes to chop through the rope and it sort of goes straight through and he sort of kind of looks at you with anger to sort of, he's annoyed because that's his ward and you're sort of stopping him from getting him. So he sort of kind of pulls, he goes to get his spear out. He goes to take out his spear.
Oh, listen now, that ain't who you think it is. That whatever you're hearing, it ain't right. You've fallen for it once before. Just take a minute, breathe.
You both know that we thought he was walking with us. You thought he was one of the party, and he was not. And you were just as sure then, we were all just as sure then, as you think you are now. Come on, we know better than this.
Calandra, what are you doing?
I will say, but what if it is? What if it pulled him through too?
If they had, then they'd have produced him by now. They wouldn't be making noises. They wouldn't be making us hear things. They would be dangling him in front of us, wouldn't they?
You can
But
roll.
it sounds like
You can roll a persuasion and at disadvantage.
Joy.
boom, boom, boom.
Or somebody who has a high persuasion. 15.
Anyone?
Who's got a higher persuasion? I'll give I'll give it to whoever's got the highest persuasion.
been
Are
me.
you lot?
I have +9 on persuasion.
+7.
I've got 0.
I'll do it, shall I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Really nuts.
How are you getting so many nat 20s in a row? Cheating, cheats.
Roll 20s like this. It loves you or it hates you, depending on
Cheats.
Wow.
Okay, so she, yeah.
I'm
So
like, yeah, okay, leave him, fuck him.
it is at disadvantage. You're meant to roll twice, aren't you? Or is that?
Was it a disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. One more crit.
Oh no, it's a nat 1, I think.
19.
10.
Not quite so fucking.
19.
But still,
Yeah,
fucking.
so you can roll me an opposed. So you can roll me a persuasion as well, just in opposition to it, to see if you're sort of
Oh, dear.
believing them or not. With disadvantage. Okay, so sorry, with advantage because you're trying to oppose it. Yeah, okay, yeah, so you believe them. And I'll say for brevity's sake that so does Valashil. They sort of slowly sort of kind of snap out of whatever it is. The voices sort of disappear, and you carry on your way slowly into the town. As you sort of make your way to the town, the lush green area sort of kind of starts to sort of turn darker. The land that was lush and green and birds were chirping starts to sort of feel colder and darker, and the sort of feeling of what is it? That sort of kind of feeling of warmth sort of starts to sort of kind of leave your body. The town in front of you. I need to get some better sound in this. Birth 1 minute. Something.
So are we back in the original town? Yeah.
Birth 1 minute. I'll just find something that is slightly more thematic here. It's called Haunted. Hopefully it'll be all right. Yeah. Okay, so you come through the clearing, and where was originally this town, you have this sort of picture of destruction. It's not sort of it's not what it was before. It's not this sort of beautiful idyllic village anymore. You've got sort of mindless looking people sort of kind of walking around aimlessly, sort of the streets. The layout is similar to that. I can go, if I can put you on here, of this, where you were before, but it doesn't. The river is running red. The houses are sort of kind of dilapidated. The whole thing seems. It's not the dream that you had. It's a nightmare now.
Arno will loose Flynn into the air again for a bird's eye view, and he'll fly around for anything else out of the ordinary.
Okay, so you fire him up in the air. Do you want to give me some perception checks on for him?
Yeah. Let me see. I think he has advantage on perception, being an owl with sight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Owl has advantage on perception checks relying on hearing or sight. Cool. So he's got a.
Okay. So he sort of he takes a sort of kind of you sort of keep yourself within the line of the tree so you're not being seen, and he sort of comes back, and I'm not sure, do you just see through his eyes or does he inform you? How does it work?
Yeah. Well, for this purpose, I don't think it matters, does it?
Either or. So you basically realize that, you know, there are people around. They look sort of drained, grayed, completely sort of not the people who you left this time, but a day ago. There's very little.
As an action, I can see through its eyes and hear what it hears.
Yeah.
But then myself, I go deaf and blind for that. So I'll probably do that at this point as like a kind of a scout. Everyone will watch me, and my sort of eyes will roll back in my head, and I'll just be in a stasis or something.
Okay. You notice that, you know, there's not, bar these sort of kind of effectively zombies walking around, there is very little sort of light within the village. There's some like sort of pitiful sort of kind of fires and people sort of huddled around them. But there is what was the mayor's house, and it is it's sort of kind of lit up, and it's dilapidated, and it's sort of kind of rung, and you can see through some of the floors and stuff, and there's not a lot going on, but there is sort of light coming from a cellar door.
I know. We'll sort of come back, and he'll do this exaggerated like, and scare whoever was standing next to him, and he'll say that this town has changed. Everybody is wandering round in zombified states, but there's something going on at what we thought to be the mayor's house. Some light coming from a cellar door. I think we should head there.
I suspect that this is what was happening all along. We just couldn't see it. But definitely we should check out if there's something going on there. That seems an obvious locus.
Okay.
Possibly if we get close and hide, I can go in with my echo to scout.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything before we sort of take you to the cellar? Nope. Okay, so
do any of us remember the dreams that we had about the other when we had the dreams about the area being all like bloody and that? Like, I can't remember if we remembered any of those.
You do. There is sort of similarities. Obviously, blood is a big sort of unifying factor in all of your dreams. It feels like, you know, this is one of your nightmares, like you are living through this. It fills you with a sort of dread. You know, you feel that sort of slight panic. The only thing that's sort of fortifying you is that, you know, one, you've had your potion, and two, you have this sort of feeling, and you know this could be not real, or you're not sure what is real, but you're aware that you're not going to take everything for granted as it stands.
The beautiful place that we left the other day, that was a confection, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're just they've gone from trying to seduce us to trying to scare us now. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't where we were as well.
Okay, so you move across to the cellar, and Lance sort of puts his finger on his lips and sort of pushes you down. He then sort of echoes.
Well, no. I at this point, I would say, bear with me, 1 second. I'm going to use a feature of my class that I don't often have a chance to do. And he'll approach this cellar, and he will cast Ghostly Gaze, which gives me the ability to see through solid objects for a range of 30 feet for 1 minute. So I will look through the floor and the door and the ground to see through what is there within 30 feet of that point.
It's a deep cellar. You look through it and you see a deep sort of some stone stairs going. Say it again.
Just the staircase.
You just basically see the staircase. Yeah.
Okay.
There is a sort of an opening. There is light coming from the end of the opening of the staircase.
Okay, I'll relay this to Lance before he echoes and say, you know, that it seems just to be a stairway going down. The light comes from an opening at the bottom. Be careful.
I can move quite a way, but I will be unable to see or hear from my normal body, so I'll be relying on you to defend me, everybody.
Is it like just like another physical manifestation, or
it's an illusion of me, so I'll still have to hide, but it only has a single hit point. So if someone attacks it, I'll immediately snap back to my body if they hit.
I will say, don't worry about that, my friend, and I'll touch Lance and cast invisibility on him.
Can you do it on the echo?
I think you need to do it on the echo as a manifestation.
Yeah,
It has physical substance.
So it is a physical
It
form.
has physical substance. It can attack. It can receive an attack.
Cool. Well, in
and it
that
has a single
case,
hit point.
yeah, in that case, he'll cast the echo, and I'll cast invisibility on the echo then.
Okay.
Okay. So I manifest my echo, and carefully, bearing in mind that it doesn't actually have any armor, so there is that definite benefit.
Oh, it's invisible now.
Yeah, so no clanking. I mean.
What does invisibility say with regards to making things invisible?
Creature you touch becomes invisible.
Is the
until
echo a creature?
Probably not. Okay, I'll just touch Lance then. I don't think echo counts as a creature. Surely not. It's its own spell. So I'll cast it on Lance so that he can stand, free from anything, and we'll all hide, I guess, around the corner.
Okay, I'm just putting some. So you're going down. You're not putting your echo down, Lance, or are you?
So if I'm invisible and I manifest my echo, will I maintain the same? It should inherit the same properties.
Ooh.
What is it?
So is it a spell, or is it like a class feature, or?
It's a class feature. So I'm just grabbing the links I used before. So when I manifest.
Yeah, this is I'll just continue to keep trying to drill down into the rules unless someone says shut up. So I'll do my best not to.
No, you're more than welcome to sort of, because I'm very fast and loose with them. So if you've got anything, it's not a problem with people side seat DMing. I can always just say no, so it's not an issue.
It says I just quickly googled this. It says invisibility is a condition which your echo is immune from all conditions. So it suggests that the echo would not be invisible, but it says well, it's at DM discretion.
Yeah, I think it's we don't want the OP everything. So no, your echo is not invisible. You can be invisible. The echo cannot be.
Well, on the upside, if I'm invisible, then people can't attack me.
Yeah.
They can. It's just that disadvantage.
Can't see me to attack. Yeah, can't see me to attack me easily. Then
yeah,
they've got to find you in the first place, and then it's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Once they know you square. Yeah.
Okay.
How long does invisibility last for?
1 hour.
1 hour.
Right. Oh, until you attack somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lance, you sort of make your way down the stairs cautiously. There's no door at the end. As you sort of come to the end of the stairs, you show. Can you see anything? You should be able to see at the very bottom. There you go. Whoosh.
In 2 seconds, guys.
Right, so
Okay, good.
at the very bottom, there should be, because it's a long map. You see in front of you what looks like effectively like a bridge across the way, but it's broken in the middle. There's a door at the far side of the of said bridge. There is also what looks like passageways to the left and to the right.
I'm gonna move carefully up to the corner and then look around to see if there's any surprises.
Did you just delete yourself, Michael?
I've not touched the thing.
Oh. Something's just being moved there. Bear with me 1 minute. Let me
All I did was scroll down on the map.
repopulate.
No, Fireball's not doesn't have a token.
Bear with me 1 minute. Let me grab him. You're there, and we're back onto here. I'm just putting you in the shroud so I can move you out as and when. Okay, so you make your way through there, and you see
More walls and some floors.
You probably see. What do you see?
He's got an echo out as well, right?
He doesn't have his echo out at the minute. So you.
No, he does. He cast. Oh, he didn't.
This is my echo.
This is
this is his echo he's going with. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. So
I'm still up.
you're at the top. So this is your echo, right? Okay.
Yes.
Bear with me a minute then. So I have an echo thing for you here. Okay, so your echo sees what looks like sort of stairs going down. There's more passageways, and what look like chests on the left and the right walls.
Mimics.
Would I?
All the chests.
So I'm moving across to here to the corner to look around down those stairs.
Okay. Again, you see. Where the hell's the reveal? McGubbins reveal. There we go. So you see.
Oh.
You see another chest. You see another door. Down there.
I think the use of the word chest is brilliant marketing.
I sneak down the stairs to the corner here to look across.
Okay. You see. Obviously above you is another sort of what looks like a gantry, and then you see another door in front of you. You can kind of underneath there's a gantry basically to the very left as there is to the right, and you can kind of see under it, it's just sort of some pillars and some rubble and things like that. There's nothing.
I'm going to move around to this corner.
Okay.
Sorry, the cat's having an argument in the corner.
Okay.
There's
across. So where are you going?
I was then going to step across to here just to.
So you don't see because that you're underneath. There's basically a gantry.
Yeah,
there's a gantry above you, but yeah, sorry, I'll reveal it. It's not.
It was more about just making sure that I haven't missed anything. So it's kind of watering things.
I'll just do this. It's right.
Okay. So it's a much shorter gap there. So if I come back up to the top, am I able to jump that small gap?
You can't. You can give a. You can give a. Oh, wait a minute. Right, as you sort of move past that chest, as you move past the chest,
A bit lucky if it's
the ground sort of underneath you starts to give way. I'm guessing does he have a dex? Does he have a dex save?
It's got my details. It's just his armor class is a little bit different.
Okay, give me a dexterity. So if he's new, effectively, then give me a dex. Yeah. Give me a dex. Yep. Okay. So your echo basically sort of does a Donald Duck sign, goes up in the air, and you go flying down. You basically hit the ground below the stairs, and your echo disappears.
It cost me my point, and I'll snap back to myself.
Yep.
So I can then describe what I saw to the others. So
Wow, invisible.
I'm so glad it's like floor trap and not a lich, isn't it?
Maybe we should all go down and you continue the scouting in your invisible state.
Yes. I think that initial area is safe at the moment. But that was my main concern, was that we not all go blundering down there and find it full of armed zombies or dragonborn or a dragon come to that, because that would not be a good way to start our exploration. Okay, so if we make our way down to the area explored, and then we're very careful, we can see about making our way through further on, and I can explore using my invisible state to some extent. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you're all moving downstairs then?
Yep.
Okay. So everybody move yourself into the corridor. I will sort of move you. Val, Calandra, Tharaval. Okay. So, I want you to do this in initiative step, because I don't want you all flying around in different places. So give me an initiative step one by one. Tell me what you're doing. Bear with me a moment.
You want us to roll initiative then?
Do you want us rolling, or
Where's my...
you just want us to take a turn each?
I just rolled initiative, sorry.
Well,
no, you can do it already. Let me just do that. You got a 16. Roll me again. If you get less than 16, you can have the 16 again. So you can. I'll change it to 16. All right. Okay. So everybody else, give me your initiative rolls.
I always struggle to find it on this sheet.
There is.
The box.
Yeah.
The box I found. Yeah, cheers.
And I'll roll for Val.
Oh, I don't think I clicked my fucking token.
1 for Val. You did.
Did I
You got.
click
You
my
got. You
token?
did. You got a 22.
Yeah, it's on there, man.
Cool. I
Okay.
better do well in this.
So
Can we just, for the purpose of the movement, can we just let Lance go first?
yeah, so you can sort of So Lance, we can go down to Lance's sort of movement, and then it'll be Bart next. So if you go first, Lance, it's just your movement or your double movement and stuff, because
No problems.
What did you say? What happened to your echo, by the way?
I explained that I'd fallen, that the walkway was damaged.
Okay,
and
you
my
just
echo
okay,
fell,
Yeah.
but everything seemed to be clear, so we could advance downwards and explore in person.
Okay. Arno will be casting Elemental Gift so that he's hovering rather than walking on the ground.
Okay.
Ooh.
Something we said. Okay, so are we good to go?
Yep. Fire away.
Okay, so if I double move, I'm going to. So I'm going to move to there and stop a little bit short of where I had my accident previously.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nothing. Everything seems to be fine.
Are those stairs down, by the way, or stairs up?
Stairs down. Yeah, I tried to figure that out for ages. Like, are they? Because if they're stairs up, there's like a really weird sort of thing going on. But they're stairs down. I figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stairs down.
yeah. I got it. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see it through the shading. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so Lance, you've double moved over there. So we've got Bart. You're next.
Am I? I thought it was like I've got like 12.
I know, but
Yeah,
we skipped
Oh,
to get to
okay.
Lance. Yeah.
And I'll just sort of like keep back. I'm dashing.
Okay. As you run in that direction, roll me a dexterity save.
Oh Jesus!
I'll play it safe, he says. Dexterity save. Bugger.
Why did Lance not have to roll?
because he missed it. He didn't go over it, whereas Bartholomew went right over it. I was trying to. There was like a trap. There's a trap API, but it's not working for some reason, so it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it.
So, yeah, this is the perfect time to turn that 7 into a 19.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you you manage to sort of kind of as the floor sort of falls apart, you manage to dodge over it and get. So you've got the 5 left now. Is that?
Yeah, I had this overwhelming feeling of deja vu. It's like something I've dreamt about almost, and just sidestep.
Okay. Right. So, who is next? It would be Val. What is Val going to do? Who wants to do Val's movement?
I'm definitely not touching it.
I think he'd probably follow the same way, wouldn't he?
Okay, so he could have sort of goes off in the same direction. Okay. Okay. He's fine. Alright, who's next? We've got Galandra, what you up to?
Trying to think of where I would even go. Have we have we perceived the room yet? You know, like what else could? Are those like just like chests?
You've done nothing. You just walked in and sort of went.
Well, I'm gonna just perceive the room then and see what we can see.
Okay.
Maybe I might come a little bit further in, so I'm not just in the doorway.
Where are you moving to?
I'm just gonna probably move to like. Are we like above then? Did we say or below?
Yeah.
You're at the,
We're above.
You're above.
Above.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of stand in like the middle-ish, and then just kind of like.
Give me a dex save.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And you were like, I'll move out here so I can see, and we walk right onto it. Give me a dex save.
Great.
I wish I had my trap thing. It's not working for some reason. Okay, you're fine. As you sort of kind of like, you know, casually sort of walking out, you sort of step on the ground and it starts to give way, and you step back off the once off the trap.
You used to have that thing where it just like popped up.
Yeah, I
and it was,
tried
like-
to. I've got a trap maker, but it won't work for some reason. I've got the APIs working, but it's not running.
Roll20 updated recently, and it is absolutely bollocks to everything.
Yeah, so it's not working at the minute, which is annoying because it would have automatically just had you falling through traps left, right, and centre. But there you go.
That's what our party is used to doing.
It's the badge of honour now.
I look around, everyone like that didn't just happen. I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
Okay, so you've rolled a perception. You don't, with a 14, you don't see anything of any major concern. You are aware that there's going to be traps in the area, but yeah, you don't see anything.
Like, watch out for the floor.
Okay, it is Tharavel next.
And move forward to there. Just gonna do some perception.
Should have staggered the traps. Amazing. Yeah. Okay, you're aware there is a trap literally right in front of you. I will mark it with an X. I'm not gonna.
We need to bring back the 10-foot pole.
So there's a trap there. There is a trap there. What can you see from that angle? That is all you can probably see from that angle. I'm trying to see if you're... Yes, that's all you can see from that angle. So you can see the 2 traps have already gone, and there's two extra that you can see.
Okay, so he's moved 1. He's gonna step round the traps 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't. Is it free movement or is it?
Say it again?
Is it free movement or?
No, because I want you sort of... I might sort of later on, because there is traps in the area and stuff. If you start kind of firing yourselves all over the place, it's gonna be hard to track wherever.
Well, he's basically going to go up to the end of the gantry and he's going to sort of have a look down for things beneath him, like traps and stuff like that as well. So
you need to do that on your next roll, because I think that would be an action for your. Okay. Okay. Arno, you're up.
I will basically fly all the way out over here, and stay at the level of the upper level.
Okay.
So is that? Is it maybe like? Is it 10 foot? Above, or...
It's quite high. It's sort of, it's quite a high sort of. You're looking what sort of. We'll say it's about 50 foot.
All right. Can I use do perception with a bonus action, or?
Yeah, you can use your action to do a perception check. Yeah.
Well, I used my action to dash.
Yeah, go on then. Because we don't want to run out of time and stuff. This was going to be. I had a triple layer mega dungeon sorted for you guys.
if you're flying, you could walk like 30 feet and fly 30 feet and get your dash like movement that way.
Perception.
No, I read up on this recently. Like movement speed is shared, so I don't get a walk and a fly. You only get one. Because I played it wrongly previously, and I recently read about it that it's just one movement speed, so you share it across both forms.
Okay. Perception of 4. You just see what you see. Okay.
I don't see anything. You're safe to go on.
Okay. Then we have Lance. You're up.
Oh dear. Okay, so bearing in mind my earlier misadventures, I'm going to make a run and a jump from the one before where I fell off. So I'm going to step. So effectively, I want to step from there to there and jump to try and land
there
on the other side.
Okay, give me an athletics. Yep. You jump over with no issues.
Finish up about there.
There's another jump there you'll need to make. There's a hole. There's a hole there in the middle of the gantry.
Is there? Well, that's the one I jumped over there.
Oh, I thought you were jumping over the pit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
jumping over that there.
So where did you move from? Where did you move from in this direction? So when you were back here, so when you were back,
so I was there.
Yeah. So you've gone. So you've that. There's a pit right in front of you.
I was back here. I was here. So I went over to here.
Yeah. So there's
there,
okay, right.
To
so,
jump.
Okay. So there, you need to do a dex save then, because there's another trap there.
Oh man, Matt, you love traps too much, man.
Well, there's no bad guys. Yes. So you. And I know this group don't do perception checks very often, so it's very easy just to sort of fall. Okay. Especially Lance, he's just the walking trigger monster. It's not the cookie monster; he's the trigger monster. So so the ground falls from underneath you, and you drop sort of 50 feet to the ground.
50 feet. Oh shit.
50 feet to the ground, onto some stairs. Damage wise.
5d6.
5d6, yeah. You take 21 damage. and you're
Shit, Lance!
and you're currently sort of sprawled on the. Well, you're technically underneath the gantry, but we'll say you're, for the sake of it, that you're there.
At some point, I've overtyped my hit point maximum, which is worrying. So I'm currently sat at 1.
Oh wait,
Someone hurt.
oh that's right. Sorry, I put it at 1 for your what's it called? Your echo, and
I don't know what it was, so I don't know if you took a note of that.
1, 2, 3, wasn't it? Something along those lines.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'll just stick it at 1, 2, 3 for now. I think it's something along those lines.
And I took 21 damage.
At this point, I'll shout. It's not safe up here. You guys stick to the lower floor.
Thanks for that.
And I need to layer that.
I'll shout above.
I've got the feeling it's gonna be much worse down there.
Okay, so you've taken your damage. Okay, so who have we got next? We have got Bartholomew.
Bartholomew will start muttering to himself and sort of like walk along towards Arno and just stay in the air alongside him. So he casts Fly and shifts like 60 feet forward.
Can you, at that level, can you cast it on anyone else, or is it just a one-man thing?
Oh, that is a great question. I was casting it at 3rd level. Yeah, so I could cast it at... So if I cast it at 5th, I can cast it on Val, and...
I think
Val can cast on
you
yourself.
need to touch them, though, don't you? Is
Yeah.
it at 3rd level, is it one creature and then it goes up?
3rd level
one
it's
more creature
me, and
up,
then
yeah?
every level higher it's an extra creature.
Okay, cool.
So Val can fly himself because he has wings.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So it's Glandra in it. So if I perceive and then move the next turn, I can cast it at 4th level and get Glandra flying as well.
Okay,
So I'll do that.
for brevity, because it's 10 o'clock, and I'm mindful we were going to have one more session before Danny sort of kind of buggers off to Oz. Roll me some perception checks, and I will see if you perceive the rest of the room. So give me a couple of perception checks each.
Another 4.
Okay. You walk around the room and you scout out that there are traps littering the floor, and somebody has obviously seen you coming. And let me just do that.
Naughty chests.
They should be on the other side of the chest for some reason. They're not sort of... In fact, if I do that and then move that there... Move that there. Okay. Yeah, so you... And then there's what looks like another trap just here. On that side layer. Blair. Okay. So what he is doing now, you've all the traps are sort of identified. You can freely move around them now. You can sort of do what you need to do. There's no, in this sort of area, there is no other, no pitfalls, no traps or anything for you to sort of.
Which door do we want to head for then? Like down below, or I take it these 2 doors are downstairs and the one in the middle is upstairs.
Yeah.
I would advise against the upstairs one for the time being because we have limited access.
Well, is it free movement at this stage, Matt, or no?
Yeah, free movement. Yeah, all the traps are being revealed, so you should be.
Arno would have flown up here to see what he can see past that bit in the top left.
Okay. So you see and as you sort of kind of go, you can see a part of a passageway going down that direction.
Okay. Do I hear anything?
And I'm going to say, for the sake of brevity, there's one on both sides.
Yeah, okay. He'll sort of go over here and can he hear anything? Do you want me to roll perception?
You can roll perception if you want, yeah.
That's better.
You do hear those
calling voices.
You hear sort of, it's not the calling voices, you hear sort of hushed voices. You know, there are at least sort of 2 people. You can hear 2 people talking to each other very quietly in the distance.
I will stealthily poke my head round the corner to have a look what's going on.
Oh, doesn't get much stealthier than that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where are you putting yourself?
No, I'm just poking my head round this corner.
Okay, yeah, so you just see it's the end of a corridor. Again, I'm just going to, for the sake of brevity.
Okay. So he'll sort of fly back and sort of speak quietly that there are voices talking through the upper passage. It turns to the side, back towards what may be a main chamber with past these doors. Perhaps I and Bartholomew could approach from these upper passages while you enter from the doors, and we can stay concealed. Oh shit! Oh no, it's. Hang on 1 second. Just need to check something. Bear with me. Okay, continue.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing?
Tharaval's going to move over to here, and he's going to attempt to wall run.
Cool.
Oh my god.
So is that going to be acrobatics, is it?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you sort of kick off the wall and sort of get yourself to the other side unhindered, and feel pretty impressed with yourself for such a. You can, in fact, you can have an inspiration. You can have an inspiration for that.
Has anybody been checking the chests?
Nope.
As yet, no.
I was afraid they'd each have like a lich inside or something. But...
Well, Starval sort of.
Last time I checked the chest, I've got a mimic on my face, so no thanks.
Starval sort of runs up. He sort of runs up over the wall and lands, and sort of like is sort of lands and like sort of midway at the chest, and is almost sort of going past it, and he sort of turns around, and looks, and sort of looks around the room, and just tries to lift up the chest.
Okay. Did you can have an inspiration for your wall run, by the way.
Yep.
Okay, so you sort of kind of run past it. As you do, you sort of kind of flick up the the chest lid and sort of kind of ready yourself. It just opens. You see some clothes, some sort of old jewelry. Roll me an investigation. Yeah, you don't find anything else of note currently. You're sort of, you have a rummage around. It's nothing of any major note or interest.
Okay. Then after that, he just sort of continues round the corridor.
That's not to say there's nothing in there. It's not nothing in there. It's just you haven't found it.
So in other words, there is something in there, but I just haven't found it.
Yeah, without giving you any major hints about it, there potentially is, but you haven't found it on a 3. Okay, who's up next? At this moment in time, you can kind of do your own thing. Just try and sort of do it in some sort of order. If you don't just sort of kind of doing this, I'm doing this, sort of do it in small stints so I can keep up with you. But if you've got anything you want to do, just do it now. There's all the traps are gone, so we'll.
Emboldened by Farival, Barty will try this chest and then he'll sort of like fly across to Arno.
Okay, let me just check here. Okay, again, the chest just sort of opens. As you open it, again, there's sort of what looked like sort of ceremonial robes. There's sort of some sort of what looks like quite sort of nice looking sort of relics and things like that. You don't think they're like super expensive, but they're sort of ceremonial things. Roll me a investigation.
Does Barty think this might potentially be cult stuff?
You look through it, and you're sort of looking at it. Oh, give me a history check then. Give me a history check to see if you sort of recognize. Yeah. So, bearing in mind what you know and what Valashul told you, you see these are old Dreamwalker artifacts. You're starting to think this potentially was a Dreamwalker temple of some sort. Looking at some of the emblems and stuff you see within the chests, bearing in mind you're seeing what Tharavel sort of held up and what you're seeing in your chest. You also find a key.
Oh. I will leave it in the chest and walk away. Lol. Yeah, I pocket it.
I actually thought you were going to walk away without the key. I was like, oh no.
No. I'll stash it in my pocket. Thinking it might come in useful.
Okay.
And I'll.
I'm going to use my staff to lift up the lid to this chest on the floor here.
That one doesn't open. It's locked.
Even if I wedge?
Okay. You can try and wedge it open if you wish.
So when you say it's locked, does it have an internal lock, or is it got like a
it's locked as in it looks like it needs a key.
Okay, so I'm going to see if I can use the spear end of my weapon to break the lock.
Barty's gonna whistle when he sees you sort of struggling with it, and just like, need something? And he's like brandishing the key.
It's worth a try if you're offering.
Yeah, he'll fly down, so I'll spend a spell to cast fly.
Okay. You give him the key. The key opens up the chest. Within it, again, you got more sort of ceremonial robes. You see. Actually, roll me an investigation. Need to check if you're sort of finding things.
My investigation sucked.
Yeah, you're not you're not seeing anything of any note. Bartholomew, you can give me an investigation if you want.
Sorry, what did I miss? Anything?
We're looting chests now,
Oh.
and we found some. Is it Dreamwalker
Yeah,
objects? But they look like they're not being touched.
I'll give you the advantage with it. So you find another key within that box.
Well, looks like we're chasing locked chest.
I catch your eye and nod across to the other one.
What do you mean you catch his eye? You're invisible.
Oh, that's right. You are invisible. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, he can't. He's fallen. He's fallen. So he's hurt himself.
No, yeah, but it's my concentration, not his.
Ah, right. Okay.
Typical.
Okay.
So he technically Bartholomew wouldn't have seen him struggling with the chest in the first place.
You might have seen
Heard the rattling and.
I'll give it to you because
He's a pretty shrewd guy.
It's getting.
So we've got the key, so I'll fly back up to this chest. Let's check that then.
Okay. So you've got a key. It doesn't open that chest.
There are at least 2 more chests.
2 more chests.
Then these ones sort of go through and find these keys and things like that. Tharavel goes back to the chest and he just dumps everything out onto the ground.
Okay. Roll me roll me an investigation, and then roll me an investigation first, actually. Just like there's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Definitely nothing. And then, do you have to roll anything else, or?
If you'd found something, I might have made you roll something else. But...
This is like
constantly angling that carrot. Not even an inflatable banana, man.
It's a really crazy show where anything may go.
I loved it. I always felt really bad for the guys where they won it, and it was like, you've won a really shit mountain bike. Like the week before they all went to Miami.
Yeah.
Sega Genesis.
Ah. Okay. Let's see. Right. Okay. I'm going to let me just check something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you find again for brevity's sake, again because we're sort of we're going to struggle with time if we don't, and I'll have to rush. So you open, you find a key in that chest as well.
Who? Sorry.
You find a key in that chest, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll run back to the other chest. There might be something tasty in there. Perhaps a key.
Have to do another wall run. Okay.
I'd fly, but I'm very tired.
Right. Yeah, I don't fancy throwing the key in case.
There's a lot of holes.
Yeah. Right, so he's going to try and take another run across that to there.
Okay. Roll me a dex.
You know it's 5d6, right?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. Okay.
Get advantage if I'm taking a run up.
It's a bad day not to prepare for Everfall.
Roll me another.
I'll just use my inspiration.
Yeah, here's your inspiration.
Lucky you've got a 19 in your pocket. Oh no, you used it. Give him a 4. Give him a 4.
Acrobatics plus 13. Fucking hell. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You sort of kind of wall dodge back again. I'm not giving you another inspiration for it because you've done it before. It's only for epic singular moments when you do cool stuff.
Prince of Persia rewind
situation. Yeah. Okay, so you go back and you open the lid to this one. Yeah, okay. You find another key because you're gonna. I don't want you fluffing your investigation rolls and stuff. You find so you use that key.
See for stuff like if you're looking through a chest, Like
It's that thing though.
it's very trivial to make a roll to search for something like But I mean, if something's hidden somewhere, that's one thing.
But the thing is, the only reason I'm doing this because there is actually other options to get around this stuff. It's just that if you use the keys, it sort of makes things slightly easier. It's just because we don't have a lot of time, I'm sort of I'm pushing the matter and stuff. So you find another key, which we'll do that, which sort of unlocks another box, which finds another key, blah, blah, blah. You've got, same as you got a key there, which unlocks it. You got a key there, which will give you a key. So you got 2 keys.
Oh.
Well, can you assume that we've opened all the boxes?
Yes,
now?
you've opened all the boxes, and you've got 2 keys.
2 keys remain.
Ooh.
We move on to the doors.
So back to the plan. I'll indicate to Bartholomew to get across to the other side.
I'm going this way.
Since I'm still invisible, I'll move up to this door here.
All right, you're going top flight then, so I don't need to run back across the walls then.
No.
I think
You should.
pushing it.
Push the decks even further.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, then what's the worst that could? Oh, ow, oh.
That was a particularly nasty fall.
Okay, so I suppose I'm going to this door. Unless I try and climb up the chains to that middle one.
Yeah, there is chains there.
D6 again?
You could try and climb up the chains if you want to.
5d6 damage.
Okay, first of all, you need to give me a dex throw, Arno.
No, I'm hovering.
Yep, yeah, it doesn't matter. Give me an X.
Okay.
Raps.
Dex save. Dex save.
Yes, dex save, please.
20.
As you sort of go through the corridor, you hear this sort of click of you sort of kind of see at the side of the walls there's like some little slits. As you sort of kind of fly past, these 2 blades flick out and you narrowly miss your head as you sort of fly under them.
Oh.
And I will reveal them. Like I said, I anticipated people who could fly, so let's do.
You read character sheets. That's
Well,
highly
Van's now
unorthodox.
got wings, hasn't he?
Where is that? We want this. Where is it? Oh, wait, that's right. We want that layer, mob layer, boosh.
I would actually not. I would not risk shouting back at this point because I know those voices were close. So I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to tell Barty that there is a trap there. I'm afraid.
Some inexplicable reason Barty wants to perceive.
Does he want to perceive?
Yeah, he's feeling very cautious after he nearly fell down a pit twice.
I will give you.
would you not
You can roll me. Roll me a d6. I'll make it easy for you. On a 1, 2, or 3, you'll carry on as normal. 4, 5, or 6, I'll let you perceive. Okay, you can perceive. Roll me a perception.
Okay.
So meta.
Oh, mate.
Yes, yes. You are so sure that you sort of kind of you don't float. You just sort of kind of start sauntering through. You're sort of looking around and you're seeing some nice little pictures, sort of like murals on the walls and stuff, and you're sort of like enjoying. You're just being sort of a bit nonchalant about the whole thing as you click through, and these 2 blades sort of kind of come flying out and hit you as they go past. You take.
Oh, does he not even get a dex save?
No, because he got a crit fail on his perception. So
Yeah, he
he's
can
not,
change it to a 4. He can change it to a 4.
do you want to change it to your 5?
I could move it up to a 5.
Do you want to change it to? I will let you change it to the 5 if you want to.
If you want a dex save.
I'm definitely pushing that up to 5. Jesus.
That was going to be a lot of damage coming your way. Okay, fine. All right. So it is roll me. Well, firstly, you got to give me a dex save now, so you can have a dex save.
Well, right, we can go. We can.
Do you not have the lucky feat? Then you can re-roll the 1.
I do, but it's probably best to get rid of
You
that
can only
one.
use it once. Okay.
You can once per turn, yeah. But but lucky and portent will stack up surely. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So Dex, wasn't it?
Yeah, give me a Dex.
That's my character sheet.
My God.
That sounds good.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So can I activate Lucky now and re-roll that?
Go on, then.
Yeah. Oh, bollocks. It's a 10, so 13. I still don't think that's saving me.
Okay.
But that's for the perception, isn't it?
No, that was a Dex save, that last one.
So he's
Can't you only re-roll a 1?
No, so he's moved the perception up to a 5, so he can get the Dex save.
Wait.
Oh,
And then he's done his
3
Dex.
luck points. Whenever you make an attack roll, delete check, or saving throw, you can spend 1 luck point to roll an additional d20. Oh, you can choose to spend 1 of your luck points after roll. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be a 1. I think that's the halfling trait.
yeah, that's mine.
Okay, so you take 23 you take 23 damage.
23 damage on the bloody caster. You know what? Willie though. No, he won't. Yeah, he'll take the damage. He'll take his lumps.
All right, what do we see? What do the flyers see?
Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to do this so I don't faffing around with everything. Boosh.
Look at that. It's like a hill floor.
There's nothing. There's no chest. There's a chest on either side. There's a chest on either side, but there's nothing. As you would be able to see up here, to the top of the stairs. Wait a minute. Actually, I'll just do that. At the top of the stairs, yeah, so that's what you see currently.
Ooh. I can't see anyone to go with those voices that.
Currently,
Arno heard.
you can see nobody now.
Interesting.
I guess would we be going to these boxes?
Are you still flying, or are you down on the ground now after being hit? Oh, so your concentration's down by being hit. Oh, you weren't hit. You passed it.
Concentration.
Yeah, you passed it. You passed. He didn't pass.
Arno passed. I failed, so mine would be broken.
You need to roll a con save for it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who were you?
Yeah.
Was it you who made him invisible, or was it Arno that made you invisible?
I made him invisible, so he's still fine.
Yep.
But also yeah, that's fine. Oh, you just passed.
What's this for?
You needed
still
concentration save for the flying.
Okay.
It's a DC 10 or half the damage you take, whichever's higher. So his pass was an 11.
So yeah, and damage rounded down. Wow.
Yeah. So you're right. My flight is a feat, and it's not actually a concentration spell. So otherwise, Lance couldn't remain invisible. It's different.
Yeah.
Both things.
Fair enough.
Are those guys going to try the door? Do you want to move to them?
Yeah. What are you guys doing, Lance and Tharaval?
I'm going to try the door.
Yep, same.
Are you doing it? So are you doing it simultaneously? Are you doing it one at a time? How are you doing it?
I'll count to 3 out loud, and then on 3 we'll open. I can't really hold up my hand, can I?
Okay. So you count to 3. You click in the keys. You turn them, and the doors open.
Upstairs at the open door. Throw any arrows, flame traps, pits. Seems to be alive.
Are they still voices, or have those gone quiet?
Tharaval,
Wow, okay. For a change, I'm the perceptive one.
yeah, so in front of you, Lance, you see... let me see. Let me just...
Dying gem.
You see... this... Tharaval, you just go, okay. Completely, you're so sure of yourself that the whole area is completely unbooby trapped.
Careful, Fireball.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, okay, so you move forward, and you, because of your feel, you're not going to get a dex. So you're going to fall down this pit here and give me 5d6. So we will keep it uniform from the other falls. So 5d6. You take 18 damage, and you're currently stuck in a pit.
His but a scratch.
Okay, so he's Tharaval. Sort of, you hear this sort of yelp as he sort of kind of disappears. Bartholomew, you kind of see him as you're getting up and sort of wiping the sort of kind of blood from your robes. You see sort of Tharaval being there and then suddenly not being there anymore.
Oh, that's nasty.
I walk forward and stop a little bit short and turn around, trying to figure out where Tharaval's gone.
Perhaps
just
he's
call out.
invisible as well.
I just call out, Tharaval, where are you?
I'm a man down a hole. Hole.
Galandra and Val will sort of move up as well. I'll stick them up here while they're sort of doing their thing.
I leap over the traps on this side and go to throw a rope for Tharaval.
You don't have. You'll be able to walk over them in the diagonal and stuff, so you don't need to leap over them and stuff. Yeah.
Hang on, Matt. Was the whole Tharaval fell down 50 foot deep now? He's on the ground level, though.
I know, but we're trying to keep it uniform. They're big pits. They're pit traps. They're meant to do damage.
How's he going to climb out?
You need
50 feet, though.
I just walked over and throw a rope.
Like,
rope.
I threw him a rope. He's pulled his way out. And
Okay.
he hasn't had to do any acrobatics through attempts to break his own neck either.
Okay, give me a. He needs an acrobatics to climb up. And you.
abandoned mine shafts in this.
I think with the rope, you can just let him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Because we're running out of time, so we'll just. Yeah. Okay. So you climb back up.
The rope appears out from nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mute for a sec.
Tharaval's like, did I cast that rope trick spell again?
And
I forgot all about that.
And for the sake, I am going to, because somebody's at least fallen down my traps, I begrudge letting you see things without somebody falling down them, but I will do that. So you now see...
I am a generous god.
I am a generous god. There you go.
Oh dear.
Tharaval steps back, brushes himself off, and he goes, "Idiot! Jehovah begins with an I."
When I was doing this, I had that in mind, especially those side things, as like, you know, kneels before God. Penitent man kneels before God, and sort of rolls through. Yeah.
Does that mean there's going to be a leap of faith in here somewhere?
As you sort of kind of crawl up out of the pit, you I need you all to give me some wisdom saves with advantage, because obviously you've got your little potions. 16, fine.
Sorry, I double clicked.
You're still fine. You're fine. I need to roll for Val. Can somebody roll for Val for me? And I will roll for Galandra. So Val is again, and Galandra. Oh, come on, it's taking forever. Is that hers? Have you just rolled hers?
No, I rolled me and then Val, so I failed and Val has.
Val has with advantage. Yes, so he does. He has passed. As for Galandra, she has passed too. So everybody has passed, bar
Arno.
Bar Arno. Arno, you hear Kivi's voice calling you from the passage on the left-hand side.
Would I not be savvy to it at this point, or am I just completely convinced and?
Well, it's not. You're being sort of manipulated. So as much as you've got the advantage from the potion to sort of kind of give you a constant against it because you failed. You've basically been your brain's being manipulated. Plus, you're a lot more susceptible. The argument is you're a lot more susceptible to this because.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shit.
So.
You crit past all your other rolls. It's just our wisdom ones that always fail.
I know. Why do I always this damn curse? Charm.
He wants to believe. He wants to believe.
I want to believe. Okay. I want to believe. I need to find a little thing. Birth in 1 minute. Where is it? My library. Tokens, there we go. Okay, so there we go, and that is not on that layer, that is on token layer. So as you sort of you start flying over here.
Oh, hang on. My roll 20 just completely fucked and reset, so I need to reload it.
Okay. I'll just reveal this area. So you see sort of Kivi standing at the other side of the other side of the tunnel, sort of holding her hands out to you, beckoning you to come to me, my love.
Well, he'd fucking go to her, wouldn't he?
Okay, so you move forward. Give me a dex save.
I'm still reloading in 1 sec.
And you have it at disadvantage because you're currently under their spell.
Okay, I'm also certain I would have dropped concentration on the invisibility spell. Yeah, so
okay. All right, so if you've dropped that, okay, you need to give me a dex. So you're here. Give me a dex.
No, drop concentration on invisibility. Not
okay. So you're here then.
It's a feat, remember?
Yeah. Okay. So give me a dex.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Dex at disadvantage. It's very slow. Bear with me. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You again. You sort of, as you're sort of kind of walking past it, or hovering past it, you're aware of these things, despite sort of you, sort of being sort of driven towards Kivi. You hear that sort of familiar click, and you sort of dodge out of the way of these things. That sort of shock of those blades coming out of the walls again sort of knocks you out of your sort of your trance.
Okay.
And Kivi sort of ceases to be this sort of beautiful picture in front of you, and a veil walker appears in her stead. Oosh. And
When he can find one.
I'm sorry, he's hidden. He's on the GM layer. Just need him on the map layer.
What-
Token layer.
While I've been gone, would the party notice? Would they be like, "Wait, where's Arno?" Or would
So
nobody
we'll do
care?
that, and then we'll sort of see where the rest of them. So that's that point.
Yeah.
You sort of see them, and then we'll see where everybody else is. So everybody else passed their tests. You sort of hear voices in your head. You feel that sort of kind of clawing at your brain, but you're managed to sort of stave it off.
But I would have been keeping tabs on Arno, just in case there was like enemies or whatever when we came through. Do you want me to roll perception to see if he notices he's disappeared, or?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, come on then. No, you're sort of you're too busy looking for traps and things. You're not sort of paying attention.
Oblivious.
Yeah, you're oblivious.
They find any traps?
He found a lot of traps on the ground floor there. Yeah, currently. Yeah.
Excellent.
So I forgot to reveal that trap. Or is it there and there and there? Okay. So there's that. What are the rest of you doing? You don't see anybody currently up there. You just feel that presence that you felt before.
Oh God! I think there's mind games afoot again. I'll check out the chest.
Okay. You open the chest, and Kel surprise, you find a key.
A key. The 3 keys. Oh no, 1 key now.
You have 1 key. Yes.
1 key. 1 key. 1 key.
Okay. Tharval, Lance, what are you up to?
Since I'm now visible, I'll stop being so sneaky. I am going to walk towards and up the stairs.
Okay. You walk forward and up the stairs. As you do so, reveal. You see. You see
doors?
three doors. One that's sort of going down the center, which you kind of sort of see will go on. Actually, you won't see it goes on, but it sort of goes down there. And then there are there's obviously a door to your right and a door to your left.
A wild Tharival appears.
Hello there.
Hello there.
We now have the high ground.
Okay, so Bart goes into the tunnel and
Into the tunnel. And will crawl on his belly despite being able to fly.
Oh dear.
as close to the ground as possible.
holding
Perceiving
it.
every 5 feet.
Okay, so where are you going? And when are you doing your perception now? Are you moving forward slightly to do perception?
I'll do my perception now, yeah.
Okay, roll me your perception then.
Matt's like, damn it, there's one right in front of you. I know your game.
Oh, that was the. Did it come through?
10. You got a 10? Oh no, yeah, you got a 3.
Was that the last one?
You got a 3.
Jesus.
You got a 3. Okay, so you
Okay.
you hit the.
Ah, it's an 8.
So
No better.
okay, so you get the ground and you start sort of kind of commando, of moving forward. As you sort of stop there. Roll me a dex save with disadvantage because you're on your belly.
But he is flying, Matt. So
He's
I don't
not
think
flying.
dropped,
He's not
did he?
flying. He's on his
I
belly.
was being very. I was.
No, but
I was
he
trying to
still
be
he
clever.
still has fly engaged. So if the ground gives up, he wouldn't fall.
That's true. I think it's gonna be blades, though, isn't it?
This
Because
is
we've all been
this.
blades in the corridor.
This is not blades. This is a pitfall trap.
Oh no!
and
No!
Yeah, because you said you were on the ground and you were crawling. Because I
Yeah, but I'm still flying,
I anticipated flyers and then going, oh, there's blade traps, so we'll hit the ground. So I put pitfall traps down there where he is.
You call me Matt.
No, I did it as in beforehand because I was anticipating what you would do afterwards, seeing that there was knife traps and stuff. So you did say you were trying to get as close to the ground as possible.
True.
Yeah, so I would say that's not levitating, would it be? Now, unless you can give me some good argument why it would be levitating, if you said to me that it's as close to the ground as possible. As in my DM brain, that would just be you sort of, thinking, I'm going to get underneath these things. Why would I be in the air at all? Because I might get hit by them.
No, I'll take it. I'll take it like a champ.
Okay.
So we can move on.
So let me reveal. So that was the other one. There's one behind you as well. There's one behind you, Arno, as well. So I anticipated that sort of people would go through that, see that there was blades, and the other ones would go, I'll go low this time round, so I put pit traps and blades, so we'll go with these. Right.
Not happy.
Where are we? We need to change that layer to map layer. There you go. Okay, so you start sort of, you're sort of like smirking yourself. You've outsmarted the trap system in this place, and the floor gives way and you fall down a pit. Give me 5d6, or I'll do the 5d6 for you. But this time you don't get trapped. You just roll out onto the stairs here. Boosh. You take 23 damage.
And roll a con save for your concentration.
He's not flying anymore, was he? He's not flying anymore.
No, but he
I didn't dispel it. You just
He didn't
completely
dispel.
ignored.
Okay.
I mean, I think at this point it's probably.
Well, if the thing is, right, if you think it's still on, because the way I'm saying it is, you're trying to get as close to the ground as possible. Now, if your argument was you're levitating still to the ground, but I would, for me,
in my head,
birds can fly, right? You see them walk on ground still, yeah? It doesn't mean that they can't fly if they fall into a hole.
Yeah,
flying creatures can be knocked prone. It's not hover, so it's not like I'm constantly at that.
Yeah, he would have been on the ground, but he still has the spell fly applied to him.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah.
Was it a wisdom save?
Con save for your
Con save for that concentration.
Oh,
You just passed again on the money.
Okay. Right. Galandra Where are you?
So I missed the section. So
Yeah, they've got through. They've fallen
Been
through.
smashed by every trap in the dungeon.
They're getting beaten up by traps. Arno has been lured into a tunnel by Kivi, and then after being sort of dodging a trap, has realised that he is now face to face with a Veil Walker. Nobody currently knows. You and Val are sort of kind of standing with a load of pit traps in front of you, some stairs leading sort of north.
How wide are the pit traps?
You can walk past them at the minute, so that those diagonals, so you don't have to jump over them or anything. You can sort of walk past them and get up the stairs if you wish.
Right, well, did either me or Val see Arno kind of like drifting off? I'm assuming we don't have fucking ropes on us anymore either.
You'll have rope.
He's on that second floor.
He's on the second floor, so you wouldn't have sort of picked up on if you're down in the bottom, I'd say.
Yeah, we're not all. I think we dropped the rope, didn't we, at the start of the temple?
I'd say you'd all have some sort of rope with you and stuff. It's not an uncommon thing to have in your pack.
Oh, I thought you meant tied to each other. Sorry.
All right, shit, yeah. All right, yeah. You were technically tied to each other. I'm assuming I would have assumed you untied yourselves as you walked in here.
No, completely. I was explaining that. That's what I thought, rather than I complicated matters by opening my mouth. For sure.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I was thinking we were all tied to each other. What the fuck happened there?
The second we saw a shiny new dungeon, we gave up on that immediately and went everywhere.
Okay, well, if I obviously didn't see Arno kind of drifting off, then I'd just probably go straight up. The steps in front of us like up, isn't it? So I'll probably just go like up this way, like up these steps.
Okay, so you sort of make your way up the steps.
Those guys are going.
And there, there's nothing there. There's a door to your right and there's a door to the left, which you can't see through. You can't see obviously what Arno's saying on the left hand side there. You sort of hear a clatter as a wizard sort of appears from a hole near the stairs on your sort of on the right as you're going up. I guess Val sort of follows you up.
I shout over and say how well he's fitting into the whole party, ignoring and running into traps.
In his defense, he was being aware of them. He just, unfortunately,
I was being very clever.
Okay, so roll me. Actually, Fireball, you've not done anything. Actually, you need to do your thing.
I'll roll some perceptions, I think.
Inception.
My fingers crossed this little one's just going to keep waking up.
You hear... You as sort of Bartholomew falls through, you sort of kind of see him sort of appear. You hear what sounds like a cackle coming from the door to your right hand side.
No traps or anything in front of me?
No traps. Oh, actually, you can see these traps here. Where the fuck is this? It's not that one. Oh yeah, shit, we need to go into GM layer, that's right. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. GM layer, highlight, layer, up layer, boosh.
No traps. Lots of traps.
Does it keep like a death counter at all?
So he can tell it's on the
other side of that door.
Side.
Of that door, yeah.
Okay, so I
believe I might have another key.
Tharavel sort of looks to Lance and Barty, and he sort of indicates that he can hear something behind the door. And he readies his bow.
Oh.
And sort of points for somebody to open it.
At this point, wouldn't I have reacted to this Veil Walker?
Yeah. So there's going. I think what we'll do is we'll sort of do this point because I don't want to have two different things going on at the same different time. So I don't want to have everything at the same time. So for the sake of brevity, this door is unlocked. As you do so, you sort of kind of stand back.
But I just mean timing wise, like as soon because they've done gone a lot past like when I would have been in that passage. As soon as I would have been savvy to it being a Veil Walker, I would have screamed bloody murder and saying like, "That's what it is!" Like through the door and sort of attract their attention to my side.
That could technically distract them from what they're doing and then get the jump on them. So we're gonna keep it nice and simple, just so again because it's getting late and we're so you Lance sort of opens the door, which is unlocked. Bart, Galandra, you can sort of you can hear, actually, Galandra, you hear something. You and Val hear you hear Arno scream, and you move up to the door on your left hand side. So that gives us sort of, you hear that. Again, you sort of kind of do this sort of thing where you both open the door at the same time to sort of get the jump on these guys. Let me do. So he's on the GM layer. Let me change him. Token. Move you over here. So he's there. We will reveal area. Okay, so you open the door. You can, I would say, Galandra and Tharaval. Actually, in fact, don't use 4 can have an attack of opportunity on the Veil Walkers before initiative, so you can do an attack, and then. Okay. So you, as the door opens, you sort of fling your flail forward, hitting him for 10 bludgeoning damage. Do you have multiple attacks?
I do, yes.
That second one, I'll give you advantage on it, though, so that hits as well, because he's unaware. So 17 damage, yeah.
Yeah, so that's my two attacks. I'm not going to action surge or anything.
Okay, so... And Tharaval, you want to hit him? Bart, I'll give you an attack of opportunity as well on on either side, whichever one you wish.
3 attacks then, so...
That's a lot of dice. Fuck.
And
wow.
All hits are crit because he's got him surprised.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of damage, man. Fucking hell.
I got my hits in first before there was expanding blood.
That's only my first attack.
Fucking Rangers, man. Fucking hell.
So that's the first one. Oh shit! Oh, sorry, wrong button. That one.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
And last one.
Math's like the fuck.
Okay, so how much damage is that in total?
So they are all going to be crits. So I need to roll.
Okay.
So the first one's
Is there more? How much damage is there currently there? So there's
100 points of damage there.
There's 100 points of damage there. He's dead.
On top of the 17 I did.
Yeah, so he's dead. He's dead. He's sort of sitting there snickering to himself at sort of seeing Bartholomew fall, and you sort of open the door and go knock knock as this fucking flail smashes him in the face, followed by 3 arrows that literally puncture him, and he literally just drops dead, gone. Doesn't even know what's happened to him. Gone. Stick around, Bennett. Let off some steam, Bennett. Okay, right, yeah, there you go. Pesky Rangers. Awesome. There you go. Okay. That speeds things up at least. Okay, same thing again. I'll let you three. You can have all of you as Bart if you want to sort of in on this as well. Maybe you'll be able to kill this guy soon, and it'll speed things up, I guess.
I don't think I can get close enough. You can't cast on an attack of opportunity, can you? It's not like an action.
Yeah, reaction. Okay,
yeah,
so
Bart's just going to enjoy the scene.
Okay, so Galandra,
We can't cast anything.
you could try and attack.
No.
If you
Yeah, go on.
I can't cast, so I've just got to use. Okay. I was looking at my freaking spells.
you can move forward.
It's a reaction to attack, so like casting a spell is an action. Is the way that I see it. Like Matt's in charge, but
Well, it's because an attack's an action as well, isn't it?
yeah, but it's not an attack. It's a reaction in which you can attack.
And but if we're going on that
As
level,
opposed to an attack action.
they shouldn't be doing 3 attacks. It should just be 1.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. We'll remember that for next time. So I'm not, you're not completely ganking my mobs straight away and stuff.
I can cast the spell.
I thought an attack was as in like.
No,
it's an attack. It's an attack. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I see. So there's
or
an
an
action.
opportunity attack. It's just 1.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's all right. It's okay. It's fine. It's all right. You did a fair lot of damage in that first attack anyway. What's that? 20.
Oh, yeah.
How much damage did you do in that first attack? So that is 25.
60 something. 60.
Yeah,
Plus-
it's still like an immense.
66.
Yeah, I think you still killed him between you and Lance anyway. So with that first attack anyway, so it's not a massive issue. Okay, so I'll let you have an attack of whatever you want to charge in and hit him or whatever. Just to speed things up a bit.
In that case, then I will launch magic missile. And is it 3d4 plus 1? 3 darts. So
I reserve the right to go back on this if you're killing things later on down the line. I don't want you to, by the way. So no reason. I'm just doing this to speed things up. Okay, so
Barty he's not got line of sight, so he couldn't. But it launched magic missiles around the corner or whatever. Like we're really stretching it now.
So they kind of go flying past your head as you're charging in.
Heat-seeking guided missiles that only go for
okay
unfriendly targets. Yeah.
Anybody else? Do you want to do their attacks? Can you beat Tharavol's damage?
I don't think anyone
I
can.
accidentally clicked that by accident.
So 12.
No, not even if you wanted to. It's
That's a lot of damage, man. Fucking hell. I need to bring some better.
The thing is, again, if we were using that as like a full attack, it would have got another 2d8 and another 2d5
I'm good.
or 2d8.
More demons and stuff coming up, I think.
Plus,
ranges are absolutely mental when they get to high level. They're just nuts.
but it's only on the first attack though. The first attack.
Yeah.
Because that's the only attack where I actually get first attack of each combat. So technically, if he has a surprise attack and then you start your initiative rolls, then you would get 2 rounds of 3. But that's the only.
Yeah, that is cool as fuck.
Okay, so that hits, and that is another 22. So that is 34 damage plus Bart's 30. 34, 47 damage, and then Valashul, what's he gonna do? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Again, just for brevity. Push. You managed to kill him as well. He's dead. He comes in and he basically spears him into the wall, and spits on his corpse. Is a very Valashul type thing to do, probably. Okay. As you sort of work through their their corpses, you find 2 keys.
Wicked. Door each.
door each. Okay, so you go to the doors, you open up the doors, and I will leave it to you if you want to carry on with this part, if you just want to leave it till next week. I think I can squeeze everything in next week. But you open the doors, reveal area. Boosh.
Oh, wow.
Those things are 100% coming alive.
Oh, yeah. There's no chance you put that much detail into a statue. It's not gonna absolutely.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Iron Golem, anyone?
Okay, so you see a room and you see 4 chests in the room. In front of you, again, there are 3 doors leading forwards. Do you want to carry on, or do you want to leave it for tonight?
I need to call it.
Okay,
I'm happy. I'm happy to leave it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're close to the end. Is that there's only a little bit left of this part, and then we can sort of finish off, because the next part is it's going to be kind of I'll not ruin it for you and stuff, but yeah, all right. So we'll leave it for there then. But yeah, you never know. They're just friendly statues. You might go out unscathed, you know.
My is doing a lot of work in that sentence.
Yeah.
How quickly can we rinse 4 chests for 3 keys? That's what we need. Well, I suppose we only need 1.
You need 2. You need 2.
Oh.
You need 2 keys. Again, like, yeah, if we'd sort of had a bit more time and stuff, I would have been a bit more. I had a 3-leveled, not this one, because this was one I put together a couple of days ago and stuff, but I have a 3-level mega dungeon for you going at some point in time, which I'll just push on to another time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll just leave it there then. For the, the empty room with nothing going on, and just some inviting chests for you to open and walk through those doors at the other end. Right, for tonight, I've been Matt Geary. With me has been Conrad as Arno Jerkel.
Toodaloo.
Michael is Tharavel Eldon.
Bye, everyone.
Lecky is Bartholomew Pringle.
Was legitimately flying. And good night.
Mark is Lance.
Bye.
And Danny is Galandra Ravenstar.
Good night.
Night, everybody. Bye.